I wish more women knew that you do not have to spend hours creating content or even on social media in order for your business to be successful. I think one of the biggest myths out there is that when you start your business, you have to be on social media in order to be successful. And I think another myth is that you have to be that you will only get your clients from social media, and that when you get them from social media, you're just gonna like come on here and do a few posts and wham bam, thank you ma'am, be making 5K, 10K, whatever it is, right? That's what it looks like when we see people online. It looks like they're coming on here and like in a millisecond making a whole bunch of money. And so I want to start this video out by telling you that is just not true. And I'm gonna tell you my story. I'm gonna tell you about what I have been hearing from other entrepreneurs, and I want to give you some tips to help you to stop doing this, because it's actually wasting your time, and it's actually a big way that I see so many women entrepreneurs online working so hard to make money in their business, but you're actually sabotaging your success without realizing it, because you, just like I did, believe in these stories that people are telling us that are just not true. So stay to the end of this video. If you don't know me, my name is Emilia. I help women entrepreneurs grow their business without having to sacrifice time with your kids, without the overwhelm, without being on social media 24/7, right? Because I don't want to be on social media 24/7. I know you don't either. And yet when I started out, I found myself doing that. I found myself sacrificing time with my kids. And that's why I wanted to start out like this live with you, is to tell you that when I started out my business, I was spending hours on social media. I was spending days preparing for a live video like this. I would have pages and pages and pages of notes and things that I was going to tell you in my live. And then I would come out all shaking and my voice would be shaking. It was so hard. Now, look, this is how I prepared the live. I just have a quick outline of some of the things I want to tell you. So it's not a big deal. It takes seconds for me to create that today, but it was not always the case. So first I want to tell you, it's okay if you're spending a lot of time. If you realize that is helping you, continue doing it. So this video is really for the woman who's like, I don't want to be on social media 24/7 anymore. I don't want to be spending hours creating content. And the thing is that, why am I creating this? Why do I believe that it is just a bunch of BS that you have to be on social media to be successful? Because I talk to entrepreneurs every single day, and every single day I am asking at least one of them this question: where are your clients coming from? 100% of the answers that I have received from, I can't even tell you how many entrepreneurs, 100% tell me that their clients come to them from their network. Their clients are people who already know them. They're people that they've already spoken to. They are not coming to them from Instagram. They are coming to them through their network. And I think that us believing that our clients come to us through Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media it is just blocking our business success. When you know and you set up your strategy that allows you to actually benefit from the very natural strategy that is going to make small businesses like yours and mine work, is through the networking. Well, it completely changes the game. Then your social media is not the way that you're going to get clients. It's the way that you're going to feed what we call value, right? You're going to continue to show people who are already in your network, people who already know, love, and trust you. You're going to be explaining to them, showing them what you do. What is the value of working with you? It's your It's your store window. Just like any store, you're going to walk down the street, you look through their window and you see what they're doing. When you walk past the florist shop and you see all their flowers in the window, you see what they do. You feel the value. Oh, is today a day I want to buy flowers? Yes or no? No. When you walk by the bakery, it's the same thing. When you walk by the shoe store, it's the same thing. When you walk by the clothing store, it's the same thing. And so I don't have a physical store, just like maybe you don't. Maybe you do. I don't. So having an online storefront allows me, just like it does you, whether you have a physical store or not, to reach people in a different way. It's a way for people that I meet in person or virtually, but that I actually meet and speak with one-on-one to get to know me a little bit better and to know more about how I help my clients. And if they're interested in having in the services that I offer, then to come and talk to me about it or to come into something with me, right? And so that's why I stopped using my Instagram as my one and only way to get clients. Yes, have I gotten clients from Instagram? Yes, I have. But do even a majority of my clients come through Instagram? No. The 99% of my clients come to me through my network. Then from my network, they come into my social media. Then I feed and I nourish them on potentially a daily basis if they're looking at my content. And then when they're ready, they come up and they start working with me. And that's the same thing for you. And that's how you're going to create a sustainable business, is by setting up your strategies in this way, where you have actual control over how people are coming into your world, right? When we're putting a post on Instagram, you put that thing out there, you have no control over what happens with that thing. The algorithm does, right? That's why it's so frustrating. And that's why I have spent thousands, ladies, thousands on trying to figure out how do I put less time into my Instagram. So that, because yes, I want to have this storefront window. Yes, I want to be putting out value and giving value to the people who are there with me 100%. And I also want to I know that my time is more valuable when it is focused on networking and reaching out to new and potential clients and past clients than it is spending hours on an Instagram post that's going to be put out there and to shown to people who are most likely not going to be my ideal client. And it's the same for you. That's why it's so important for you to figure out what can you do to spend less time on posting on Instagram, so that even if, let's say today you're spending, let's say, an hour on creating your post on Instagram. Well, what if we bring that down to 5 minutes? So that then you have 5 minutes for your Instagram post, and then you have 55 minutes for networking and client reach out. That's how you're going to get your next 5 clients. It's from the reach out. It's not from the Instagram post. So one, I want you to know that if you cannot batch like me, there's a big strategy out there about batching that's supposed to be helping you to save time on your content creation. That has never worked for me. I have tried it and tried it and tried it, and I will continue to try it because I think it has interest. But for me, as an extremely creative person, as a very intuitive person, it doesn't work. And why doesn't it work? Because when I just sit down here at my computer and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to create my content for like the next week, let's say, I lose all my creativity. It goes out the door. So maybe one day I'll find a way to like change that. But so far I haven't. So I don't batch any of my content. I create everything pretty much on a daily basis. Sometimes I get really good and I come up with like 2 or 3 ideas at the same time. And maybe I'm thinking, man, I make them really quickly. But almost every day I'm creating my content new. Okay? So I want to give you first and foremost in like, how do you actually start creating content in 5 minutes, which is what I do today. That's also why I'm able to create it on a daily basis, because it doesn't take me very long. And I want you to figure out for yourself, how does that happen? And so one, I want to tell you that give yourself permission to do things your way. There is no one way. Like I say all the time, there is no one way strategy. There is no one fit all strategy that's going to work for anybody and everybody, right? There's going to be strategies that are going to work for you. There are going to be strategies that are going to work for me. And maybe they're the same for us. And probably they're different, right? Because we're different people. We have slightly different values potentially. So we have different lives, right? So allow yourself to figure out what is your way, right? The second thing, we need to make things simple for us. So when you create content today, what is working for you? When do you make your content and it's like so easy and simple to do? I want you to start reproducing that. So for example, for me, when I sit down here at I'm on my desk, I can't think of content ideas. I go completely blank. I sit here and it's a waste of my time. So what do I do instead? What works for me? I get my content ideas when I'm out on a walk with my dog. I get content ideas when I'm in the shower. I get content ideas when I'm playing games with my kids. So for example, when I get these content ideas, I'm going to write them down in my notes app so I can either come back to them if I want to, or if I have the time to create that content right away, I'm going to do it right away. And then it's taken me seconds. Another thing I want to tell you is utilizing B-roll. So what is B-roll? B-roll is just a quick video. You open up your Instagram app, you open up the stories, you ask it to film you for like 5 seconds, and then you use that as a background video for your reels. It is the simplest way to create your video for your reel. And what you have on that video does not need to have anything to do with what you're actually talking about. Like I can have a background video of me playing a game with my kids and be talking about business. It doesn't matter. What you're seeing in that B-roll is just a part of my life. So as long as it's a part of my life, it's a part of my business, right? And it's the same for you. So allow things to be simple for yourself. Give yourself permission. Tap into and expand upon the ways that are already working for you, and try out using B-roll because it really simplifies things. The last thing I want to tell you about is that I have worked really hard for myself and to teach my clients some super amazing methods that are insanely simple for you to be able to create content in 5 minutes in your business. How do you create reels in less than 5 minutes so that you don't have the overwhelm from it? It's not a big deal. It's wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Super simple. You spend your 5 minutes doing your reel and then you move on either with your life, spending time with your kids, doing client reach out in your business, whatever it is that is the other thing that is actually going to have more value for you than spending hours creating that content, right? And I want to give you that method. It's something that I have only been teaching clients today, and I have decided to offer it to you for free because I want you to succeed. And I want to make sure that you succeed. So I'm not just going to give you my method. I'm going to teach it to you in a free 5-day experience starting March 17th. This experience is for you if you want to know how to do this. If you want to spend less time on social media and less time in content creation and more time in other things that are actually going to bring you more clients in your business, more time with your kids, less time feeling overwhelmed, more time for you if you want that too, right? If you're interested in this method, it's a 5-day experience that I'm calling you into. There will be live sessions every day where you're going to receive free one-on-one coaching from me. I'm giving you also a community with other women that you can also connect with, right? Because one of the most important things is your business is networking and connecting with other people, could be your potential clients. And I want to also infuse your business with that. So you're getting my method for how to create reels in 5 minutes or less. You're also tapping into my network of women entrepreneurs, and you're getting free one-on-one coaching with me. What more could you want? There's also some other surprises I'm going to let you discover when you come into this. All you have to do to receive the link is write method underneath this video, and I will send it to you right away. If you don't want to write method, you can just go into my bio and you can click on the link in my bio here on Instagram, and you will have direct access to sign up for this right away. Do not wait. We start on March 17th. I am so excited. It's going to be so much fun. This is a party, ladies, that I am offering you. It's called the Insanely Simple Reels Strategy Party. Come into this. Let's have fun. Let's connect with other women. Let's learn together. Let's make this simple, and let's get your business bringing in more clients, because you deserve that. Talk to you soon.